The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin.
Welcome, folks. Tommy O'Brien. We do appreciate the growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow up 96, Nasdaq's up 31, S&Ps are up 8.5. You have the gold contract up $5.30, trading at $12.58. Silver's up 30 cents, $17.09. You got platinum up $2.90, $9.42 an ounce. Copper market flat, $2.58 a pound. You get light sweet crude up 60 cents, 36 cents rather, $51.03. Notes are flat, 126.06. Bonds, 30-year bonds up 4 points, 153.31. And both notes and bonds, folks. Bottom line is that they keep wanting higher price, lower yield. That can put your head in a spin if you're a fundamentalist, for sure.
For sure.
Because the bottom line is that when we bring up the Fed Fund futures rate, it's, let's just see as we're doing this, because it was at 97% on Friday. This would be a short-term rate hike. It's at 100% today.
Sure. Yeah.
June 14th.
Yeah.
King dollar is having some big problems. King dollar is down 305 ticks, 96.725. Now, what King dollar has just done, they've finished at ABC structure on the way down. That being said, King dollar looks like it wants to go a lot lower. The acceleration is happening quicker. Bottom line, we'll see where this shakes out. But when you come down this dramatically, I wouldn't doubt that you get a real flush down. You know,
yeah,
and you'll get some kind of a counter trend bounce, but this just can't hold higher price. Euro's trading at 112 to the U.S. dollar. The yen's at 111 and 0.14. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. And if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN.com. You're going to see the Nadex banner on the top and on the side. You can hit that banner, bring up the exchange, and walk along with us. We trade these defined option contracts. And, of course, the volatility has gone higher. You know, so the bottom line is that at certain times, the premium's going to be higher.
Sure.
And they change quite a bit.
Yes,
yeah,
no, definitely.
They have in the last week, right?
That's for sure.
Yeah.
We'll take a quick peek where that was Ford we're looking at. We can talk about them as well. They're replacing their CEO.
Yeah.
And let's drill it down because the VIX, I believe we're at just above 12. Yeah, and even that would make sense. Even I was going to say just above 12 pre-market.
I heard you update, right?
Yeah. But then back down to 1132, and we were for the longest time. Let's pull it back even a little bit further. I mean, we were underneath that $11 range for a while, and it's racing back towards that level. And that's definitely affordable premium for sure. We had that slight peak Thursday, but that's about it, man.
Yep.
Pretty interesting.
One day wonder.
One day wonder.
One day wonder, no doubt about that.
If the market just keeps creeping up, that VIX will just keep creeping down until we get some action, right?
That's right. And so let's go inside the market and see what we have happening here. So first we go inside the Dow Industrials. We'll look at the strength versus the weakness. Strength out here inside the Dow today is Boeing. That's putting 21 positive points. 3M is putting 12. United Health is putting 10. Goldman's putting 10. Taken away from it, small numbers, man. Walmart 2.3.
Yeah.
Chevron 1.3. It's like, what's intriguing here is that you think the Dow could be up more because there's hardly anything that is down, you know?
Yeah. And in fairness, there's only 4 stocks putting more than like 5 points almost into it.
Yeah.
On the other side, though, as well.
We go into the
one more.
We go into the NDX 100. We look at the strength versus the weakness. Strength out here is Qualcomm. That's up 2.7%. Wynn Resorts up 2.4%. NVIDIA 2.3%. Autodesk 2.3%. Taken away from it, Amgen 1.6%. Celgene 0.7%. Tractor Supply 0.4%. And Tesla 0.4%. That's nothing, man. That's like not even close, right?
I wonder how Tesla's getting affected if that has to do with Ford. Ford's up today with the news that they're replacing their CEO. So the market likes that. They're going to be a competitor with Tesla. That would make sense. So if the market likes your competitor, maybe that's what's driving Tesla a little bit.
So Ford's up 15 cents. And this CEO didn't last long. It was really, I mean, this is a guy that was internally, too, that was with Ford for a long period of time. But, boy, they got rid of him quick. He's only been there a few years, I think.
Has he? Okay.
Yeah. Now, the guy that's coming in...
Hackett.
Yeah.
He's a turnaround guy, right? But he's in charge. Go ahead.
He's a turnaround guy, and he's also been in charge of their self-driving cars and the ride-sharing.
That's an interesting combination, right?
Yeah, it's a big deal. So...
Yeah.
Ford Motors replacement embattled Chief Executive Mark Fields with Jim Hackett, a turnaround specialist who has been leading the automakers' moves into self-driving cars and ride-sharing. This is going to be big.
That's where the future is, it would seem, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you got Tesla with a market cap bigger than all of them right now, and that's because they're at the leading forefront, whether it's electric, less cars, ride-sharing, technology, all of the above, yeah.
And then, so this guy, his claim to fame is... he revived the furniture maker Steelcase. He was the CEO from 1994 to 2014.
Okay.
And that's a big deal because Steelcase, I remember Steelcase being very big. I remember it going down the tubes, not down the tubes, but Steelcase, they were always known for the best chairs and best office equipment.
Okay.
And they were so expensive, it's unbelievable.
Okay.
Bottom line.
Premium.
Bottom line, they're back.
Okay.
And their brand is great. And there's no doubt. The chairs are still a fortune, but it seems like they're worth it. And he brought that company back. So it's pretty wild.
For sure.
It is.
We'll see. It looks like Ford shares fell 37%, while Field's almost 3-year tenure.
3-year for CEO.
That's tough. Yeah.
Well, he was in a tough,
It's tough when your shares fall 37% over 3 years, though, right?
Yeah, no doubt. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow right now is up 80, Nasdaq's up 30, S&P's are up 6.5. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow right now is up 89. You get the Nasdaq up 30. S&Ps are up 7.5. Let's go to John in Detroit. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hey, Tom and Tommy, how are you? Hey, I'm a former Boston guy from Kenmore Square.
There we
That's
go.
a beautiful thing.
Hello. I've spoken to you before. Wanted to talk to you about the Ford Motor Company.
Okay.
Perfect.
You know, the fellow that has come in, Jim Hackett, you've been talking about, you know, the car business.
Yes.
Steel case. Let me tell you, the biggest thing in the state of Michigan is the University of Michigan football team.
Right.
And Hackett came in as the athletic director at Michigan here.
Okay.
Oh, there we
And
go.
brought in Jim Harbaugh and turned the whole program around.
Wow.
He only wanted to stay there for a short period of time.
I see.
You know, steel case, great, you know, wonderful.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. Steel case is a drop in the bucket compared to the University of Michigan football.
No,
That's
you know,
that's the thing there.
That's cool. Yeah.
The first thing that I guess being from Boston, you know, of course you get BC all the time and you'd see the
That's
fans
right.
and all that. But the biggest fans I ever seen, and in 1981, I was in Hawaii, and the Michigan football team was playing, right? And me and George Walsh, one of my best friends, we're on the beach and we're looking down the beach. I never seen anything like this in my life. Everything, folks, is red and white. Families, red and white bathing
Shades of
suits.
Okay.
blue.
I mean, as far as you can look, it was beautiful. But I was saying, what is this? It was amazing, man. You know, and then of course, every time after that, you in the stands on TV you see it, but on the beach it was that was Waikiki Beach. It was so cool looking at it, man. It was like crazy.
Yeah.
And
So
so
Hackett was, you know, when it came to Mark Fields, he's a great guy.
yeah,
You know, he was handpicked by Dennis Mullally. Mullally was the guy who brought Ford back
Okay.
after the big crash in 2008, 9, and 09.
Yeah.
But he wanted to get out of there. He wanted to retire. He was out at Boeing. He was passed over for the Boeing job
okay,
for the CEO, and Ford just, you know, got lucky. The Ford family was, you know, they had Bill Ford Jr. in there,
yes,
and he practically destroyed the company.
right. No, I
So
remember
they
that.
had to get him
right.
out of there, and they brought in Mullally, and Mullally turned things around.
Right.
But I can tell you, Hackett, that all they had to do is look at Mark Fields, and every day on the local radio here, people are bitching about, you know, Ford stock.
I see. Because I'm
He
sure.
comes on the radio, the local WJR here, and just sounds like he's, you know, over his head.
I see.
It's a long time, 3 years. It's short, but in the world of, you know, publicly traded companies, right? That's a long time for it to continue.
Yeah.
So is Hackett's, you know, deal that he can pick the right people? How do you think this deal works?
Well, you know, you guys mentioned he's a turnaround artist. Well,
Yeah.
he was 20 years at Steelcase, so that's quite a long turnaround.
Right.
But he's a turnaround artist because he turned around the University of Michigan football program.
I got it. Okay.
That's the thing there. I think that he could stay at Ford and finish out his career there.
Okay.
And he's the one working on the you know, alternative type automobiles.
Right.
I know.
Cars,
That's why if he can
electrical.
turn that around, that's an opportunity for growth, right?
That's
It's
growth.
like, right.
Yeah.
You know, I heard a thing this morning where somebody said that you know, Tesla lost $350 million last quarter,
Yep.
and their stock goes up.
Oh, I know.
And Ford's making money hand over fist, and their stock's going down. Why is Wall Street, you know? Because I guess the impression is everyone is looking at, you know, alternative energy vehicles and driverless cars.
Yeah.
And Ford is not promoting themselves. Fields did not promote that.
You know, it's tough. We're just taking a look at their actually fundamental, you know, balance sheets. And from 2013, they're pulling in 140 billion, call it. In 2018, you're only pulling in 145. That's only, you know, that's like no growth over 5 years in an industry that might have an opportunity for growth, to say the least, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And then if you look at Tesla, I mean, Tesla, no doubt, is a Teflon, you know. But guess what? They went from 2.5 billion in 2013 to 11.5 this year.
And they're going to go to 20 billion next year. So that's
look at that acceleration, right?
Yeah. And you know, wasn't Amazon like that too? You know, for years
they were.
Their numbers that come out, they've lost another 250 million, and they're proved the stock jumps 20%. You know.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Amazon, really to this day, I think people now understand that they own everything. I mean, but the mantra totally was that, hey, they never, you know, they just keep burning through cash. They're not going to make money. Well, Bezos showed about 3 years ago, all he had to do is not spend money for one quarter, and all of a sudden he saw, oh my God, how much money did he make?
Man.
You know, it's just.
You know, Tom, I only found out about you guys not too very long ago. I used to sit around and watch CNBC, and you know, I never bought like Amazon or Tesla because you watch these people on TV and they're telling you there's no earnings, they're going to lose, you're going to lose your ass. You know, pardon my French.
Yeah, sure.
You know, so you don't, you know, you say, gee, I should take a shot at Tesla. You know, I should take a shot at Amazon, and you know, you like I said, you just watch these guys and they all poo-poo it. Now they're all, we were there. Oh, you know, we were there. We know. You know.
How did you find us?
A friend of mine is down in Florida.
Okay.
And he goes down for the winter, and he comes up and he says, yeah, I listened to this TFNN.
That's awesome.
With Tom O'Brien.
Well, tell him thank you.
I remember seeing you on CNBC.
Yeah, I used to be on a lot. Yeah, right.
For gold.
Yes.
Whenever there was something.
Right.
I'll never forget, Tom. I saw you when gold was around 1,600. They had you on CNBC.
Yeah.
And I like to trade the gold and silver. And they said, Tom, what do you think's going to happen? And you said, hey, if it doesn't hold at 1565 or 1535, we're going down. And boom, all the other guys were, you know, no, we're going higher, we're going higher.
No, I remember that day because Crude was in shock because they brought me back. That was a Friday, and he was in shock, and they brought me back Monday. Right.
Yeah.
Because they were always used to people just saying
that
it's got to go one way. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, so.
Interesting.
But anyway, I'm trading the USLV for the last 3 days.
Yes.
It's popped over, you know, a pretty good number here. It's, you know, I think it's in the 13s right now.
Yeah.
The silver went over $17, I think it was today. So, any ideas?
I like the trade right now. This is we still have divergence. This is the wild thing. I really like how the metals are going. And the main reason is that the dollar's getting killed. We still need more strength, though. It's like, you know, it almost seems like there's still not enough strength, you know. But when the dollar keeps going south and there's still sellers, it's just a matter of like, you're gonna wake up or intraday, it's gonna like go, you know. To me, it's, you know, it's got it. Now, what you want to watch, okay? Everyone, folks, if you get the gold report, you know this. You want to watch Rheingold. This is what's going on. Rheingold looks like it's gonna go for its high of 126, and if this thing breaks higher, okay, it was pushing into its swing point last week with volume. It breaks higher, everything's going, and it will go fast, man. You know, so like you had 4.3.
Why Rheingold though? I mean, why a South African company?
This is actually a West African company, Rheingold.
Okay.
Yeah, and West Africa has the less expensive gold to get out of the ground in the whole world.
Right.
Yeah, he's always made the most amount of money. And this is the only guy in the whole gold business, by the way, that has his own money behind it. If you go look at the ownership, big ownership, man. Millions.
Mark Bristow.
Mark Bristow, yeah. He's got his money where his mouth is, man. Hey, great talking to you, man.
John, thanks for the call, man.
Likewise. Have a great one.
Absolutely. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today.
EverBank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Darrell Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow up 94, Nasdaq's up 33, S&Ps are up 7.5. Let's go to our man David in Jackson, Tennessee. David, what's going on?
Not much. How you doing?
I'm doing great,
Morning,
man.
David.
Yourself?
Are you familiar with this FFMGF?
Let's go take a look at it. FFMGF.
It's First Finance. It's run by the same guy that runs First Majestic.
Okay, First Mining Finance.
Okay, so operates a mineral bank with focus on acquiring and holding high-quality minerals. The company currently holds mineral assets,
yeah.
Gold, silver, copper, lead, zinc. No income, though.
I think I saw the market
Well, they're
cap.
holding all this, and they're going to get partners and things like that. And they may spend some of them off. They bought most of this gold for less than $10 an ounce. What I'm concerned is this JDXJ is going to sell 50 million shares starting the 17th of June.
JDXJ. One second.
Maybe GDXJ?
GDXJ
GDXJ.
is going to do what?
Sales, they're changing. They're adding bigger companies,
Yes.
and they're going to have to sell 50 million shares of this stock.
Of
FFMGF?
FFMGF.
Well, if that's the case, that's going to put some selling pressure on the stock that's at 50 cents and has dropped from,
that's
80 cents?
10% of their float.
What I was afraid of, it may run up and only come back to this. What do you think?
I think, here, let me do something else. You were saying that this is run by the same company as First Majestic?
Yes, sir.
But that's Keith Niedermeyer.
Yeah.
But I don't see him on the FFMGM.
Well, the thing I get called Future Money says all the time that it's his company.
Well, let's hunt into that.
I mean, they could just be a subsidiary with a different set of management in there. It's possible.
Yeah,
I would just be worried, David. My advice is that, pulling up on the Bloomberg, it doesn't even say how many employees that they have on there. There's no earnings whatsoever. There's no revenue whatsoever. The market cap's only about $280 million. So that's a small company, and unless you really understand the fundamentals of it, I would just be wary.
All right, so I just pulled it up. Keith owns 1.9% of it, or 10 million shares. So that's a $5 million investment.
Well, I was hoping it'd go way down when they did that, and
Yeah, I mean, you could look and see what happens maybe as they rebalance it. But again, it's just kind of, I always am wary about just not understanding the fundamentals of a company with nothing in terms of earnings or revenue.
Yeah. I guess what we got to get our head wrapped around, too, is what you just said, because I remember when this has taken place. But have you gone over to the website? Is the website saying what exactly they're going to do, meaning who they're selling and who they're buying?
no, but he writes these articles on future money all the time. This is his site thing.
Sure.
Okay, but
And they keep recommending it, but I mean, I know it's going to sell 50 million shares. I read an article.
Okay, so what I would suggest, I'll do this later on today. So what has happened, folks, is that if you remember, Direction shares stopped creating the small cap gold, the 3 times, because Van Eck, okay?
Is that JNUG?
Yeah, JDA, right? JNUG, right?
Is it? No,
Yeah, well, see, this JNUG trades off of this.
Right.
So Direction stopped creating shares because Van Eck came out and said that they are going to change the index. Now, when that happened, I remember there was a date that they were going to say what's going on. I just don't know whether that's on the website, but I'd go to the Van Eck website, because if it's on there, then everyone has a lot of work to do to see, okay, are they really going to tell you what they're buying or selling? I have a hard time comprehending that they'll actually tell you what they're buying and selling, because it's
I
like,
just don't know.
people would front
either
run.
out there
Been
or
to
it's not,
$1.30 before.
My point is that if they tell you exactly what they're buying and selling, how many shares, the market will front run it. And that's why funds don't tell you what they're buying and selling. They can tell you that they're opening the fund up, but guess what? The 2 oil ETFs that blew up, what ended up happening is that they blew up because of the fact that it was documented how they are buying the front months to keep the ETF in. So all the professionals, they bought it beforehand.
It would make sense, as in if you plan on selling 50 million shares of a company, you don't go and tell the public ahead of time that a $50 million share sell order is coming into the market soon.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And on the other side,
or buying.
Exactly. It's like, oh, that'd be great. Okay. So
that makes sense. Yeah.
I just be careful, David. That's the bottom line.
Okay. You wouldn't buy it here. You'd wait and see, right?
I wouldn't necessarily. When I look at a company like this, right, and it has no earnings.
FFMGF. MGF.
And then I look at companies that have earnings and have a lot of cash. It's like, that are trading, in the pennies also. It's like, I just go to the people that are already making money.
And here's what I think about when I see those companies, David, so it's $280 million is the whole market cap. You could buy 100% of the company for $280 million. So they have no earnings and no revenue. So that means the whole company is based on the promise of like this amazing future. Well, if this amazing future was so great, somebody might scoop in and buy more than, a fund can scoop that up with financing for like nothing.
Yeah. Right.
So that's all I worry. You know what I mean? As in, when company has no revenue, it's all based on the story. And why isn't that story maybe better than it should be? I just keep my radar up.
There's plenty of large companies. If it's that great, why doesn't Newmont just go buy it?
That's With financing, that's a very affordable price in terms of being able to finance a company and buy it for $250 million is pretty affordable to a lot of good companies out there that really understand the fundamentals probably better than you. So that's something just to keep in mind.
Well, do you have any recommendation for something else like in that area?
Well, you're looking for an exploration stock? If you're looking for an exploration stock, this has no earnings too, but Vista Gold's a great one. Has a lot of cash. It's a personality stock. Bottom line, though, it's been around for a long time, has 13 employees.
At least that one they list how many employees. On the one you just pulled up, David, it's so new that they don't even have the employees listed on there. But again, Vista's only worth $90 million right now. That's a drop in the bucket for anybody.
Right.
So,
they have a big mine that's in Australia. We'll see, how the results come out. They've been working on it forever. But the bottom line is that they do have cash. They won't be out of business. They have a track record of always having plenty of cash. And
what's the name of that one?
Vista, VGZ. They're very frugal. That's, that's what you have to be if you don't have any income.
If your market cap's only $90 million, you better be cutting corners and making sure you're not spending.
Did you say VGZ?
Yes.
Like Victor, V.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thanks, David.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up by 79. Nasdaq's up 30. S&Ps are up 6.5. And if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, folks, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You'll see the banner on the top of the side. You can hit that banner, bring up the platform. You can see how these defined option contracts trade. And I'm taking a little beating out here this morning, Tom.
Yeah, I know. You went short, right? So that's quite a pop the market's got since that open, of course.
So let me just show you what I did here. So I got a couple of different trades on. The first one was this morning before the market really got moving. So the way that I'm looking at the market is that Friday, what you did, Friday was a good day. that little pull down at the end of the market, it didn't look like much, but if you were trading it, it actually was quite a bit.
Well, from a short term, because you were trading such short term.
Yeah, exactly.
Spreads or whatever it is, right?
Short term spread,
yeah.
right? We
not much premium in there, so if you do get to move your way, yeah, for sure.
So we went from 75, 56.75 down to 56.49 coming into the close. So I was looking for a test of the 56.75. Bottom line is that we were actually
right through that, right?
Yeah, right, like in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
So that one there was the 80-point spread, and that was right.
Just click on the.
Right, I was trading that just like a future because that was right at the money.
Yeah. So 56.58. Let's see. Is that where? Yeah. So,
yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So these are the 80-point spreads. It would have been about, you're looking at 56.60 square in the middle. So it looks like it was a hair below that.
Right.
So you're sure with 56.58, and of course we've got quite a boost up to 56.84. Top of the ceilings 5,700. So you still have $350 of value. But yeah, you essentially for the two contracts you're putting up about $400 per contract
right,
for the 40 points to the upside. Yeah. What's that?
I think I put up 414.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Right.
Right.
It would have been 412 actually.
Okay.
If you want to, your average price was 58.2. The 1.2 12. Yeah, we'll see what happens. You got till these are the dailies, right? Yeah, this is the 80-point daily, so you have till 4:15. Yeah, and then what do we have going on here?
I got a 10 to 12.
Okay.
And that 10 to 12, the top of it is I didn't pay much for these.
Yeah, these are the 10-point spreads when we're talking versus this one's 80. So quite a difference in 56.80 to 56.70. Your max profit's going to be 56.70, and yeah, you're 5 points above the box right now, but we got an hour and 15 minutes, and the other way to look at it is you're 15 points away from your max profit in that as well. So that has a lot of jumping around to do, I imagine.
And the risk versus the reward is pretty intense in this one.
Yeah, you're
77.9 if we put this.
Yeah, and you have 5 contracts in here. Make it nice and easy. $21, right? Because you're selling it 21 ticks away from the ceiling. $21 with the max profit 79, and selling 5 of them. Yeah, you're putting about 100 for 400.
So we'll see where the whole.
We will see. And what time were those at? Yeah, one was 7:45. The first one, the big one.
Yeah, the second one I did right as soon as it turned on at 10 o'clock.
10:06. You finished your update.
Yeah.
And said, I'm going to trade in these 3 minutes. Gotta love it.
877-927-6648, and the trade here, folks. When I look at this, the longer that this dollar stays down there, the longer that I see the volatility come in this market. So we'll see where that shakes out, because if we go over and we take a look at the euro, this baby has some juice inside it. I mean, the euro has just gone from, in the last 6 trading days, from 108 to 112.
Sure. And
it looks like 116 is game. It's like, okay, you know,
sure,
that's 113. It's 116.
Yeah.
The 113 is the high of August. The 116 is the high of May.
Last May.
Yeah.
So,
it looks to me that just I suspect most of the surprises are going to be to the downside. But, we'll see where this baby does shake out.
I was just going to jump around and take a look at oil.
Yeah.
Oil, we have, of course, President Trump's over in the Middle East. He's in Israel right now, right? But he was in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
And, looming larger than that is that they have OPEC talks this week in OPEC. So I just wanted to take a look at some of the spreads first. We're trading right now 51.25, and that's where quite a rise, right? Where were we just at? $44 not that long ago?
Yeah.
You're talking about almost 20% rise. Yeah, and some action this morning as I went.
Look at that.
Yeah, as I went. And what time was this at? Yeah, 8:55. That's what. So right as I jumped on for the 9 o'clock update, I was rocking around, and I don't know what was breaking. It seems like there might have been something getting talked about. Maybe that was having to do with OPEC. Maybe that was the Saudis saying something. There'll be a lot of talk this week, especially with Trump over in the Middle East and how that's going to tie into oil. But quite a drop and then quite a bounce right back to that 51.20. Be interesting to see if we start getting above that with, maybe they shore up the OPEC cuts into 2018. we got to boost up to $55, and then everyone has to say, wait a second.
Can you imagine in like 2 months from 45 to 55 what that means to producers?
Yeah, right. And that's why it's so remarkable to think about, because intuitively you'd say, wait a second, now everyone's going to turn on those spigots at 55. And
no doubt.
Regardless, our man Andy Hecht, he always talks about, OPEC isn't what it used to be.
Right.
As in they can cut, but America has a lot of production now and so forth. So it's not just those OPEC doesn't have the cartel they once had. But quite a boost we're getting so far.
Let me pull up the so let's see, CLN, I think we're on. Let's see that. Because okay, so yeah, we're in the end contract, which is July. Oh, it's coming right into the downdraft too. See, so this gets interesting. So this is that has a high volume spike at 50.75 today.
Yeah, and that was that 9 o'clock drop.
Right. So spread wise, I could get an interesting trade in that today, intraday.
Sure.
Because what you want to target, folks, that you're aiming for. Last time up, we made it 51.28, and this started at 51.30. That's where that downdraft started. So you got to sell this. So it's almost letting it go back up to the 51.30 level first.
So if you jumped around here, sure, I was just going to take a peek. I mean, so these were the dailies we pulled up real quick. Those are huge. Those are $5 spreads, right? But then you can jump into the ones that recalibrated maybe at the 8 a.m. These are going to be $3 spreads.
Okay.
So, you have $51, which could be your ceiling. Now that one, you're getting in there, you're only paying $12, it looks like. Right? You're selling it.
Yeah.
And this is, 35 cents a premium, which is decent by 230, as in, you're going to lose that investment a lot of the time, but if you ever got some kind of news, you have all the way down to $48. So it's quite a risk reward for a day where you have an OPEC meeting, you have the president in the Middle East,
And what was the bottom today? Let me just...
Sure. 50.75.
50.75. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to even drill it, jumping around till noon. Now this is where you're going to get a lot more because these are only $1.50, right?
Yeah.
So look at the difference here. Paying till noon for that same ceiling, right? So 51, which would have been the ceiling on our daily. This one only has profit potential until 49.50 though, as opposed to 48, and it only has till noon as opposed to 2:30.
Right.
But that one you're only paying 5, right? 5 ticks.
Yeah.
Just interesting to pull those up. And then of course, if you wanted to, take something closer to the market, you're really almost getting in at market here, but then it's still good risk reward because you have 50 cents about to the upside with 75 to the downside. There's a nice way to get in. Right. You get in almost at market, paying a marginal premium, but you're risking 1 to make 2.
Right. I like that one. Yeah. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has put together the finest live programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 9 hours a day starting at 8 a.m. as John Logan kicks us off each trading day with the Global Market Pulse. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Mondays and Fridays, catch live trading on the Nadex platform with host Tom and Tommy O'Brien, along with Darrell Martin on the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts, and keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN, educating investors. Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 74. Nasdaq's up 28. S&Ps are up 7.5. You have gold up 6.10. Silver's up 30 cents. King dollar just hanging there down 265 at 96.7865. Now, King dollar finished in ABC down at 96.885, I believe.
Okay.
That little baby, let me just see how much volume is on this right now. This is still under some heavy selling pressure. You got 18,000 contracts. So that's going to end up coming in, and that could go 25, 30,000 contracts. We're talking about a one-way market, huh? I mean, this is pretty amazing, folks. At 103, January 3rd, you're at 96.
That was the high.
That was the high. And, what you had this morning, what gave this more acceleration on the way down, Merkel came out from Germany and said the reason that her...
right here, right? Euro bulls seen revitalized by Merkel's 2-week comment.
Yeah.
Investors bullish on the euro may be emboldened. I just happened to read it as we're coming up by Chancellor Angela Merkel's remark that the currency is too weak.
Right.
As the data shows, it's more undervalued. Any group of 10 peer purchasing power. Yeah. So that's giving a little boost to the euro, right? And in turn, that'll cause the dollar to decline.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Now let's go over to the yen and take a look at the yen. So I believe Canada's on vacation today.
Are they?
Yeah.
Good for them.
So the yen is down 22 ticks, 111. That looks like it wants to, get down, test that low from last Thursday, which is going to be the 110. And that also will put some more selling pressure on the dollar, because what you had last week is that the dollar index came down, but the yen was saving it, because the yen was getting stronger. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, so there was some divergence there. Market-wise out here, the Dow's starting to give it up. The small caps already gave it up. If you go to the IWM, you'll see the IWM had a high out here of 136.90. We are at 136.25. The number to keep your eye on. So the high of the downdraft is 137.04. Didn't make it. The high of Friday was 136.76. And got over it. It's under it right now. The Dow, let's just see.
Coming into Memorial Day, too, which is interesting. We'll be off a week from today.
Yeah.
Yeah. See how that shapes up towards the end of the week. We already got people in the den, beelining it for Cape Cod.
This morning, I just
Summer's
saw that.
here,
Right.
beating that Memorial Day traffic.
Right.
Good for them.
Yeah. So the number to keep your eye on this Dow right now is 20,857, folks, and we're at 20,875.
Okay.
Yeah, the 857 is the high of Friday. Couldn't hold it. A more bearish one would be 20,846, which was the beginning of the downdraft when it gapped away.
It was Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday's open. And that's what we're going against. So what all the markets have done is that you got down on volume, you pulled back up. Friday, you couldn't handle that higher price. So gold continues to catch a bid. As that dollar goes lower, And silver just might save all the markets, meaning the metal markets, because silver has been the weak dog inside these markets, and we have 54,000. Look at this. Silver has a shot of doing an ABC up. It needs 100 and something thousand.
How's Gray Panther doing today? I'm just curious because always with silver.
22. GPL, we go take a look at Gray Panther.
Yeah, up 6 pennies. They should get a boost with silver getting a boost like that.
No doubt. Yeah. Great Panther, what has happened is that, these silver stocks got killed, but when you take a look at it on a longer basis, it's like, okay, it was coming into 15.7 million. It did with 7.3 million. Sure. Now it needs some strength.
Sure.
You stay right there, folks. Man, Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next, and of course, then we'll go to Thinkorswim headquarters. Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Have a great one, folks. Have a safe one. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Well, go get them, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.